Before I go into what we have got to share with you today, I want to just briefly remind you that this is not the last Christmas, except you don't have faith for life next year. But if you do, then take it easy. Okay? Yeah, I said it's not the last Christmas. That's if Jesus doesn't return after this one, there will be more Christmas to see and celebrate. So take it gently. And you don't win an award of any kind by trying to impress anybody um, to show that you made it. No, there's no such thing happening. Okay, so calm down. Yeah, calm down. God gave you a whole year to get what you want to get in just a day or in just 1 week. God gave you a whole year. So it's not healthy for you to try to tax yourself and put yourself under unnecessary pressure just to meet up. No. All you've got to ask God for is that you are sorry for not being conscious all this while. Repent and decide that you do better. And then receive grace to do the most you can do in the remaining time left. Okay? And you take time to prepare for the coming year. Those parents should know that whatever you are spending now, and I'm talking to every parent, whether you think you have money or you don't think you have money, the way the economic situation in Nigeria is today, even if you used to have money, you need to think twice. Okay? So everybody should know, as you are spending now, know that January is coming. Some of you will be paying rent. Some of you will be paying school fees. Okay? There is need to have something to eat. There are a lot of bills piling up. So see, what I'm sharing with you is why people don't start their year well, because they don't end it well. Growing from my accounting profession, I've told you that the way to begin your year well is to end it well, because in accounting, our closing balance for an accounting year becomes the opening balance for the next. So if you close at negative, certainly you open the next accounting year in negative. There are no two ways about that. So you want to do all you want to do now, and now come at the beginning of the year when you should relax and plan to begin to think of bills to pay. No, it's not worth it. So the best way to begin your year 2025 on the good notes is to end 2024 on the good notes. And that's why what I'm saying now is important. If you spent already, no problem. Going forward, cool down, plan your spending. Think of the month of January. What is going to be happening? Okay? And some people say, oh, the month of January is the same 31 days. But you received your pay earlier and spent it earlier. And so you think that, oh, by January, they should be paying you by 20th or 21st, and they are not paying you by that time. And you'll be like, oh, it's longer. No, it's not anything longer. It's simple mathematics. So what I'm saying, pay attention to your finances now. Okay? Plan the coming year. What is going to be? If there are expenses, if there are rents, try to plan your spending. If you're a parent, you have somebody sponsoring your school, try to plan. Don't start your year with loans, borrowing, excuses. This is the time you should even be repaying some monies you borrow if you borrowed money from anybody. Okay? Calm down. And as well, this time I know it's not too ideal to store cash, okay? But a few savings now might help, because you come in January, you see people who have wasted whatever they wasted and they now want to sell off certain things. You take advantage of that. Okay? But don't come into 2025 and begin to complain. It only shows you didn't prepare well. Remember, I told you it's not that January is longer, it's that you did what you used to do in a month earlier. And so the time to receive the next is too far. I even remember when I was working in a private establishment, um, before the time we are paid our monthly pay, when it comes to December, we've received our pay because they wanted us to spend to, do some things on time. And so when it comes to January, it's not that same time. So the fact that I received this one earlier means that it will take longer time for the one in January to come, because the company that wants to pay you also needs some money to pay you again. Don't forget this. Before you come and say, oh, January is too long, it's not too long. Plan. You still have time to plan. That money you want to spend, sit down and plan it. There are people that have the habit that, once money enters the account, they are spending. I used to be that person. But the time came that when I receive money, I do as though the money is not there. I'll just allow it to cool off. Then as the money is landing, I'm spending. No. Sometimes you ignore it and cool your head and think properly. That thing you want to get, can you do without it? If that money didn't come, can't you have done or couldn't you have done without it? These are questions to ask yourself. Let me also speak on this regard that one of the things you need to invest in at this time, of course, it's almost late to invest in it, is a food stock. It's almost late because the prices are quite high now, okay? But if you have some savings, maybe if things slow down by first week of January, you can invest. Or some of you that are going to the village, what we're sharing here are practical stuff, okay? Some of you that are going to the village, have some savings, get to the village and buy some things. Don't be too big to say, oh, you're buying Gary from the village. Don't be too big. Save some money. You can get it a better one at a better rate in the village. Yes, that money would have messed up here. Yes, take it to the village if you are traveling anywhere, because by the time you check the cost of transportation, you also know. And while I'm advising you can go take the money to the village and buy it in the village, also consider the cost of transporting it back to the city. So don't say that I didn't tell you, okay? Because you might end up buying it cheaper in the village, but then to convey it to the city now makes everything go wrong. So you need to be calculative. That's what I'm trying to say. But most times you will see people who can help you return those things to the city without so much costs, okay? So that could happen. But I'm trying to give you some financial wisdom in this season. And I hope you are enjoying what you are hearing.